Okay, so I do have an update on the strange clunkiness that comes with jumping and moving sideways. So to recap, if you jump and then hold your sideways key, you don't even have to sprint jump. It's just if you jump and you hold your sideways key, you'll just pause for a second. It looks like this. So you just kind of stop moving for a second. It doesn't happen if you jump somewhere to a higher elevation, high enough elevation. Like that, it won't happen. If you crouch jump, so if you crouch midair, and then when you land it doesn't happen. If you're just jumping forward, it doesn't happen. Okay. If you're holding forward while you're moving sideways, it also doesn't happen. So I'm holding the W and the D key at that point. It doesn't happen. It just happens if you jump to a lower elevation or the same elevation and you're only moving sideways. Like that. Like that. So it's super clunky, and apparently it was actually present in COD 4 PROMOD. I don't remember this, but it has been confirmed to me that that was present, and I was just wrong. I'm just looking at the past through rose-colored lenses, I guess, because I always thought PROMOD was super smooth and it was just perfect in the way movement was, but apparently it wasn't, because this kind of clunkiness just feels bad in my opinion. I did play about an hour of gameplay yesterday, and it was for the most part fine because you're not generally landing after a jump just scoped in, right? Because you can also mitigate it if you're just unscoped when you land, right? If you're shooting something in the air and then by the time you land you're unscoped, then it doesn't happen, right? So it's not that often that you're just landing and standing there unscoped. In the few moments where you do land aimed in, it just doesn't feel good at all. You're just like, oh, I'm arbitrarily unable to move for like half a second, you know? And there's just like, there's so many cases where it doesn't happen that it just feels unexpected when it does. So it just feels like the game is like stuttering or something. It just doesn't really feel that good. But apparently that was present in COD 4 PROMOD. So in my opinion, I guess PROMOD wasn't completely perfect because, you know, that kind of movement just feels clunky. I hope they do change it, because I think it would make the game a lot better if it just wasn't a thing. Like, you could just always have smooth movement. Also, we found a way to fix the resolution bug. So you just have to go into your config and manually set your resolution and then change the setting in game. I'll throw that up on the screen somewhere. I do hope they still look into it, because a lot of people just won't bother going through and trying to fix it themselves. Right.